Welcome, Sagittarius, Capricorn, to your Astrodice reading for February. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you this month. Okay. Sagittarius, Capricorn. That's what's going on with Sag Cap, please. Eight, going straight into the 8th house with Gemini energy. Ooh, in Neptune. Okay, so having that Neptune coming up. This Neptune is talking about your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusions. Nice. With that Gemini. Gemini energy over here is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Ooh. Okay. And you have the 8th house. Just talking about those resources. Uh-oh, that's not going to stand. Too little. Okay, there we go. Talking about those resources, intense emotions, talking about taxes, inheritances, the shared resources. It could be a house, anything of that nature. Wow. Very interesting. You've got some dreams over here about some resources. Very interesting. I just keep thinking, I'm going to take this and we're going to buy a house. Or maybe somebody inherited a house. It was something that you had yearned for and had fantasized about owning forever. This is... Somebody has just, I don't know who this is for, of course, but, or how many this is for, but someone has just inherited like grandma's house. It was something that kept you fantasizing along. The only reason it's coming up with Neptunian is because this is where you dream. Like you've always dreamed of having grandma's house. Grandma always told you were going to have it or something. But it brings you also back to this very childhood memories. When you walk through this house, you remember like the smell of cookies or grandma's perfume or something. There is something really here. And it makes you feel very alive with the Gemini. So that stimulating exchange is more of a feeling of remembrance, childhood-like. That's for someone. I don't know who that's for, but I do feel that. So the first thing I heard was like, this is grandma's house, and now it's mine. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. When you get this news, of course, yeah. In the beginning of the month, there is this it's very overwhelming. Especially if it's grandma's house. I have to keep that one going for a second because someone did get grandma's house, mom's house, somebody's house. It's very overwhelming at first when you're walking through this house or when you get this news of this, you're getting this house. Why? Because it keeps you, and there's not really the 4 of Cups of disappointments. It's this sadness. There's this longing. Because you have these memories. So it's very overwhelming with the 10 of Wands. It's overwhelming. And that's really all I'm getting out of this is very overwhelming. It's something you want, but it's almost like if grandma told you you were really going to get this house and then one day she actually died and then left you the house, you're still grieving from grandma. But then when this house is inherited to you and given to you through a trust fund or however, it's very over emotional. It's almost an illusion with the Neptune. Because we understand that when we're younger, like, thanks, grandma, that's going to be so awesome. But then when that reality actually hits, you get this feeling, especially like I said, when you're walking through this house and you smell her, you can remember the times of maybe smelling her coffee or her cookies or her perfume. Or there's always something about grandma's house that always that smell. And whether it still smells that way, it could still smell that way, right? If it wasn't very long ago, it could still have that overwhelming smell of grandma's coffee, um, or cookies or something. Um, or it's the remembering, the illusion of just knowing that, you know, even if that smell's not there, your memory picks that up and you have that sensation. Um, so it's very overwhelming to you. And yes, it's like I said, it's not out in the cold and it's not really disappointments. It's just like this overwhelming feeling of sadness because now you own this house, but grandma's not there. Yeah. I don't know if I can really explain any more than that. I guess you get it. But you're holding on to this strength and this confidence, because it's the love that you have for whatever it is that this is. And if it's you guys, I don't know. I mean, I have all these sad cards. So in this overwhelmingness, so you guys are going to have to take it how it is, resonating with you. It does feel more like an inheritance for most of you. Yeah, it was like, the strength is going to help you bail out of that feeling, okay? That overwhelming feeling. We're just going to leave it as overwhelming. Yeah. With the Lovers upside down, that's just that overwhelmingness again. The Lovers upside down does not mean that you're not in love with it. It's just knowing that, you know, maybe I lost someone to inherit this. I mean, that's hard to take on for the heart, right? Like, this was my grandma's house and she gave it to me, but grandma's not here. And so now you have this kind of empty feeling. The house feels empty. With the Love upside down, the house is empty because you know grandma's not there. So now it's giving you this kind of empty feeling of, well, and it's that illusion again, right? It's the illusion again. And the loss, knowing that I inherited this because of the loss. Okay. Something had to be lost to be able to get the gain. Okay. For some of you, there might even be a rift within the family. We're just going to go back to just a normal, you know what I mean? Like, not talking about grandma for a second. Whatever is going on within this situation of the shared resources, whether it's a house with someone or taxes or whatever it is, there is a rift. There could be a rift going on, meaning a fight, a disturbance, right? Somebody is not happy. Where you're building the strength, they are sad. You guys are not seeing eye to eye. There could be some kind of misunderstanding of the petty details of what is going on within this shared resources of whatever this is. If this was a business that went under, you and your business partner are not seeing eye to eye right now. And it could be because of a bad financial advice. Maybe you guys had gotten bad financial advice from someone else, and someone is a little disillusioned to the idea. And you're saying, hey, look, this is the way things are. I think you're a little illusioned over here. I think you're kind of living in a fantasy world because that's not what our taxes say. That's not what our paperwork says. Something like this. And it could even be a mortgage on a house, which is getting you upset. Okay, for the shared resources. And it's kind of like maybe even someone's been perhaps maybe covering up something from you. Maybe the tax person, maybe the investor, something like this. And it might have to be cleaned up. You know, and some honesty needs to start coming out because this person over here is a little illusioned. They've been listening to somebody who's been telling them kind of BS. Okay, that's for somebody else. And you have to kind of like revisit the the paperwork, something like this. Okay, might even be just your car. I went to go get my car insurance, and they said it was going to be this month. And when I got the paperwork, it said my monthly bill was $2,000 for a year, right? And you're like, that's ridiculous. I'm not paying that. Somebody told me something, and that was a lie, right? And they disillusioned me and made me believe something until the paperwork came in, something like that. By mid-month, though, you're taking control of the situation. The dream is coming in, and there's the Queen of Cups. The emotions of having that over-emotional feeling is all better now. You're feeling much better now. And if this was grandma's house, your mother's house, whoever house this was, for whoever I'm thinking of that keeps coming up, you feel much better about it. You are feeling on top of the world over here with the Star card. You feel like you have inherited exactly what you want with the Neptune coming in with the Star card and the Queen of Cups. It's something that you desired, something that you wanted. You just had to get through the understanding of the loss and the sadness, right? But now that you have that, you're holding tight to it and really taking control of the situation, of this ordeal. And then for others of you, it's the same thing. You're finally getting down to the situation, really starting to have an understanding and contacting people who can help you with this resource, with whatever this is. And it's making you feel like you finally are sitting where you're supposed to be sitting without having somebody taking advantage of you. It does feel like they kind of took advantage of you. And yes, here it is, my friends. And here is the inheritance card. Thank you. That card is showing that there was peace offering given by somebody who helped take care of the shared resources. That card is also a card of inheritance. Someone has given you something, okay? And yes, it is showing that you are grateful and finally, perceiving the way you want to, and adoring what you have. And with others of you, it's just showing that someone's definitely over there fixing the situation, okay? Well, I don't know what your problem is, okay? They need to fix this, right? And they're finally doing that. It's like you finally called someone and did something, and they're finally doing what you want them to do. On top of the Star over here, yes, you are moving beautiful over here. And it's, you're moving in the right direction, and really taking action where it needs to be taken. So beautiful. Okay, and sitting on top of the Four of Pentacles is nice. The Ten of Pentacles, you feel like you have now achieved what you need to achieve. The strength has come back. The Neptune is dreamy, and now you get to use your dream side. So now you feel like you can look at grandma's house or whatever it was that you inherited over here and say, this is awesome. It brings back these memories. It makes me feel very happy, and I feel like I achieved something that was important to whoever this was that they gave to me, right? And you're like holding tight to it for now. For now. So yes, and for others of you, it's just achieving what you need to achieve. It's like no more illusions, no more bull crap. You're finally getting down to fix my stuff. And that's what they're doing. So getting to the end of the month over here, you have the Queen of Wands coming in with the Three of Wands, with the Nine of Pentacles. Moving along very beautifully over here, kind of traveling where you want to, seeing your ships coming in. You do have this Queen of Wands coming in, and this could be the person who is helping. We have a lot of Leo energy going on over here, my friends. And this could definitely be really talking about, you really taking on the authority and the power to, maybe fix up grandma's house, or I'm just going to keep going that way. For a second, fixing up grandma's house and really seeing the ships coming in. Maybe you get some things fixed up, and some beautiful things coming your way. Really feeling like you're on top of the world over here, doing things that she would be proud of you to do, right? Really taking care of her stuff. For others, this shared resources has really helped you in your shared resources. This is a card of shared resources. And this is really showing you how you've taken back the power over here with the Queen of Wands. You just can't allow these people to walk over you, is how you keep feeling, right? Like, you took advantage of me. This is what happened, or they didn't do something right. And now you feel more refined about the whole situation. You're really traveling on the new situation for yourself, feeling that security and that things are taken care of. Okay? Because, yeah, hey, wait a second. Because you people didn't take care of me before. There was all kinds of missing things and things were wrong and you told me this and that. So now you feel like you are definitely where you're supposed to be. And you see things falling through the way they should. So there's this big follow-up coming. So it's kind of like they're going to send you maybe follow-up paperwork to say, hey, you know, we kind of screwed this up. Go over this one. And you're like, okay, I will. And I'll go through it with a, you know, fine comb over here, making sure that I see everything. Yeah, the truth is really coming out about the situation. It's making you feel very balanced at the end of the month. The Knight of Swords is coming in. There is something unspoken that needs to be spoken with the Knight of Swords. So even though you're seeing this paperwork, it's almost like you're telling them, so who's going to be held responsible for this? You know, because I'm not going to be held responsible for this, because it almost feels like for some reason, even though you're signing the new paperwork, they're still trying to tell you, well, you know what, you might still owe a little money over here. And you're saying, no, I'm not. Who's going to be held responsible for this? I'm not going to be held responsible. You're not making me pay for the first month of $600 for my car. Okay. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. You should have told me that it was going to be this much before. Okay, because whoever told you this did not tell you the right price. And now somebody else needs to be held responsible. Queen of Pentacles, but you're nurturing the situation and you're going to say, nope, that's not going to do that. That's not going to happen. Yeah, they're trying to confuse you and you're not going to be confused. You're saying, look, I want to talk to your boss. Your boss is going to tell me right away that you did something wrong. Now the truth will come out. But they are definitely trying to hold that over your head for whoever that's for. For the person with the house, everything's fine. Everything's justice. The house is balanced. It looks like everything's doing great and you're nurturing the situation. The only confusing thing that you do have coming up is I do believe someone over here in the family is not justified with you getting the house. I still feel like there's somebody there that's still kind of scratching their head saying, how come you got the house when I should have got the house? Maybe I was the oldest or something. Someone doesn't really see it your way. Or maybe you fixed up the house a certain way and somebody doesn't like it. However it is, but it does feel like someone wants to come and talk to you about this house. Maybe they've even tried to sell the house from underneath you. What? I don't know. You'll have to figure that one out, my friends, because I heard that. Someone has put in and trying to sell the house that you just got, but they can't do that. That's not even legal. I don't know. Sorry, that just threw me for a loop. That's not even legal. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about that. You got too many swords over here. Don't worry about that. But yeah, it does kind of take you for a loop too when you hear that. It's older brother or somebody over here. I don't know who it is, but they're trying to sell the house at the end of the month, but they can't do that. It's given to you. But see, that would have been whoever that was up there. I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. That's crazy. Take it how that resonates, my friend. That just threw me for a loop. Sorry about that. Because I seen it and I heard it. And you know what it is too? You guys, who's this person for somebody? Who is this ex-granddad, this ex-father-in-law, it's a man too. Who is the man that feels that they're in so much control of a situation that they're not in control of at all? That's for somebody. So you guys figure that one out, because they're doing something behind your back and it's going to end up making you try to feel hurt. But don't worry. The truth is they can't just delete. They can't do that. It's actually illegal. So be careful of that. And I see it here too. So I don't know what that is, but just watch that. That's for whoever got an inheritance. Okay. Okay, my friends. And that was it for you. And until next time, peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.